WEC 24 Hours of Le Mans race. The 2018 24 Hours of Le Mans finished with Toyota finally lifting the most coveted trophy in endurance racing after Kazuki Nakajima took the checkered flag in the number 8 Toyota TS050 Hybrid 2 laps ahead of the number 7 Toyota with Kamui Kobayashi at the wheel. It looked like the race between the two Toyotas was going to be closer, but two 10-second stop-and-go penalties, the first for exceeding the maximum number of laps per stint and the second for exceeding the fuel quantity limit. The number 7 Toyota also slowed in the penultimate hour, the car traveling back to the pits slowly. Suddenly the car was back up to speed, but Kobayashi still headed to the pits for the car to be checked. Kazuki Nakajima crossed the line and stood with Sebastian Buemi and Fernando Alonso on the top step of the podium. Mike Conway, Kamui Kobayashi and Jose Maria Lopez were second. The two Rebellion Racing R13s were third and fourth, with Thomas Laurent, Matthias Beach and Gustavo Menezes taking the final podium position one lap ahead of their teammates in the number 1 R13 Gibson. The number 5 CEFC TRSM Racing was the only other finisher in the LMP1 category, with 5 retirements including the number 11 SMP Racing BR01 AER of Jenson Button in the final hour of the race. Porsche converted their early domination of the race to take a 1-2 in the LMGTE Pro category. The number 92 Porsche 911 RSR of Michael Christensen, Kevin Estre and Lawrence Vanthor finished the race after completing 344 laps, one more than their teammates Richard Leitz, Kimi Bruni and Fred Mikawiecki in the number 91,911. This win was Porsche's 106th class victory at Le Mans, which added to the 70th anniversary celebrations this week at Le Mans. Ford finished third and fourth with the number 68 Ford GT finishing ahead of the number 67 WEC entered car of Andy Prialix, Harry Tinknell and Tony Kanaan, who all finished just one lap behind the winning car. The LMP2 category was dominated by one car, the number 26 G-Drive Racing Oreca 07 Gibson of Roman Rusinov, Andrea Pizzitola and Jean-Eric Verne. The team had traveled to Le Mans on the back of 2 wins at Spa-Francorchamps and Monza, and a third and greatest track in endurance racing gave them 3 in a row. The G-Drive Racing crew finished 2 laps ahead of their nearest rivals, the number 36 Signatec Alpine Matmut Alpine A470 Gibson of Nico Lapierre, Pierre Thuriot and Andre Negrão, with another lap on the third-placed car of Vincent Capelaire, Jonathan Hierski and Tristan Gomendy in the number 39 Graf SO24 Oreca Gibson. There were even more celebrations for Porsche as the number 77 Dempsey Proton Racing Porsche 911 RSR driven by Matt Campbell, Christian Ried and Julian Andlauer secured the victory in the LMGTE class, 1 minute 39 seconds. Ahead of the number 54 Spirit of Race Ferrari of Thomas Flár, Francesco Castellacci and Giancarlo Fisichella. The victory for the Dempsey Proton Porsche secured the German manufacturer their 107th class victory at Le Mans. The 2018 24 Hours of Le Mans was the second round of the 2018-19 FIA World Endurance Championship. Click here for the result from the race after 24 hours. Porsche continued to dominate LMGTE, with the number 92 Porsche over a lap ahead of the No. 911 RSR as the clock went past the 18-hour point. The number 68 Ford GT of Dirk Muller was lying in third position, 31 seconds behind the second-placed Porsche. The number 26 G-Drive Racing Oreca continued to lead the LMP2 class with Roman Rusinov still in the car at the top of the hour. The Russian team is over a lap ahead of the second-placed car, the number 23 Panis Barthes Competition Ligier, with the number 36 Signatec Alpine A470 a further lap behind in third. The number 77 Dempsey Proton Racing Porsche of Christian Ried is also still out in front of the class, over a lap ahead of the number 54 Spirit of Race Ferrari F488 of Giancarlo Fisichella. There were plenty of incidents in the third quarter of the 86th edition of the 24 Hours of Le Mans. Both Toyotas had to serve stop-and-go penalties for speeding under slow zone regulations. There were several cars that went off track during the night with some retirements. The number 47 Settler Villorba Corse Lara went into the gravel at Indianapolis and had to be recovered, the Italian team able to return to the track. The number 82 BMW wasn't so lucky, with Alexander Sims going off into the wall at Porsche curves. The heavy damage forced the retirement of the car. The number 84 JMW Motorsport Ferrari also went off at Porsche, and there were reports of oil on track. The number 88 Dempsey Proton Competition was another retirement from the LMGTEM class after hitting the barriers, with the number 10 Dragon Speed BR01 of Ben Hanley also going off at Porsche curves a few minutes later. The No. 52AF course Ferrari had to serve a drive-through penalty for speeding in the pit lane. Click here for the final results of the 24 Hours of Le Mans.